Looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Hello. Let's see here. All right, looks like all systems go. And what we're, I don't always mention this. Yeah, I would just do messages in the beginning and quick Q&A right after. Messages might be 2-3 words maybe for somebody. If anybody has anything to say. Interesting. Okay. I have no idea for the message portion, so who's coming through? I feel Horse. I feel Martin Luther King. And I feel the Orion Council. So, all right, let's see what happens. So, all right, blessings. And here we go. Greetings, I'm Yeshua. Blessings. So much love to you. So much understanding of the soul. Many are not understanding the soul, not realizing words mean so much. Words carry out to each other so heavily. They do become things that even attach themselves to you, positive or negative. A positive is very healing. It's a welcoming. The negative is not a healing at all. It is a reversal of it. This also brings challenges to the soul. As you can see, there are many challenges here. But as you are positive to others, it does bring out a positive vibration. It is a welcoming energy. Realize when you're positive, you welcome that person into your energy field. And when you're negative, some have a funny way with negativity, you see. They want you to come in so they can be negative to you, then they push you out, then they pull you back in, and on. So realize this energy field that is flowing is very effective, somewhere to understanding it. But as you go up in the vibrations, you will see this more clearly. How your thoughts are very powerful among each other. You can even see your thoughts before they come out to make sure that they are clear to you of your intentions. Because you can even stop negativity. If you're having a bad day, you can still stop that negativity. If you're more aware that you're seeing your thoughts before they come out. Many just blurt it out. And then it brings in consequences. So you can always think about your thoughts. What is the best way to I'm not having exactly the best day, but how do I ask your angels for assistance of what to do, what is best to do? As for bringing a positivity, it is uneasy, but it will help you have a better day. If you're not exactly having a great day, you can find a way to make your day better by having more positive thoughts instead of just having a bad day and just being negative all day. And it just puts you in further, now doesn't it? Some do get charged by negativity, yes, and then turn it around and act like it's a vampirism, which it is. That just puts your stake further into the ground. But you can use positivity to climb out of depression. If you're having a bad day, be nice to someone. They'll be nice back to you, hopefully. If not, you find someone else that will be nice to you. It will help you pull yourself out. Just a message. That is all. Blessings. Greetings, I am Atlas from the Orion Council. Sending you love, joy, understanding of your Earth environment. Understand that your vortexes across your planet are there to change your vibrations, to lower them and heighten them. There's many beings here that are assisting you in your awakening process to see other realities. You can look in your sky or look ahead of you. Depending on what vibration you are at, you can actually see other dimensions come through your third eye, or just you can feel the other dimensions speaking to your alien friends, speaking to you basically. But it all has to do with how are you with yourself and others. If you're judging others, it's very difficult. If you have carrying on a lot of negativity and are hiding it, and friends around others, but then very negative to yourself and like in the closet negativity, basically. It's very difficult to open up. It's ideas to clear that so you can see and feel and receive, to say, know what is happening to your Earth. You can also see the dimensions more clearly. This can happen in your time period. As for the awakening, it all depends on humans. Humans are holding on to negativity. Yes, the angry world. Yes, they hold on to angriness. The angry people of this side of the universe. So it's very difficult for us to get our message out because so many are very angry with themselves and others because they've been programmed to be mad at each other. And they don't even know why. They're just doing it for whatever reason. And it's hard to come out of that when you don't know how to come out of it. Because being just positive is not enough. They need more. They need more to reach into the soul. They need to know about their soul, but even there have difficulties. But even those with great negativity, you'd be surprised how connected they are and how much, if you mention the soul and aliens, maybe not, or angels at least, depending on the individual, you'd be surprised they can snap out of hypnosis. Not to say I'll fully understand it, but the back of their mind, they know what is going on. So it's quite interesting from our perspective. But once again, I am Atlas, and I'm here to assist whenever you're ready. I'm happy to help you with your questions.
Thank you, Atlas. Sorry, what was your race again?
Orion Council. Orion. I am an amphibian being, basically. A talking frog, you could say.
Okay. I guess I missed that.
I didn't mention that. Talking frog.
Okay. So first up is Michelle, and she would like to know if there's any messages from her higher self.
One moment. When you say rest, Mother Mary's energy before she rests will help her rest more, help her clear out these negative vibrations she's going through. Mother Mary she's actually very close to Mother Mary. I don't believe this has been brought up. They're very, very, very close, at least from my perspective, very close. Friendship, family, that type of closeness. That should help settle out her energies for her sleep time. Will help her throughout her day, but we do see that helping her think clearly also. So connecting to Mother Mary energy, I believe if it was difficult before, I believe it would be much simpler now. Thank you.
Okay, I have Michelle's second question. Are there any messages from Archangel Michael?
Yes, there's been a lot going on in Astral recently. And it's another reason why she's feeling very disconnected, not be able to make the right decisions. Many beings are actually in Astral taking thoughts. They're playing games with her, basically. With her thoughts. They're taking thoughts out of her mind and replacing them with theirs. So they're mind control, basically, a little bit of it at least. She is clearing it out, but it's very difficult when you're dealing with a lot of beings that are trying to keep you under their seance, their vibration. It is quite frustrating for her from what we are seeing. We have sent her healing. Michael said he was sending her healing, but it's been over their head in some ways. It's been very difficult for their message to get through her, basically, of what's going on. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Daria.
Greetings, Daria.
Hello there from
Yes. Yes.
So, do you have any messages for me at this time?
One moment. Yes, there's a lot of, you have guards around you. In a good way. They were just protecting you. In a good way. It is, yes, they're treating you like royalty. They're not showing who they are, though. They're your secret police, you can say. They are, of course, they have free will, but they became part of you call posse or group. That's a bad word, posse, but either way, it's your group that you go around in Astral with. You might not always see them. Some are amphibian, some are feline. It's just your friends group, you can say. You're hopping around Astral.
Yeah,
doing your work.
Have like a doctor, like an engineer.
Yes.
And like we like discuss matters.
Yes,
Yeah.
They're very secret. They're very protective, so that they're not giving me a whole lot of information. But yes, they would give you more, of course.
Of course, cool.
Hmm.
So, I just try to connect your energy. But do you have anything else? Do you have anything else for me?
Well, yes, I do. I know you've heard this before, but I'm seeing it over and over again. You're pulling tails off reptilians recently. I see.
Yeah.
I see a lot of that recently. I also see a horse being that's with you on this as your entourage, your friend, is because some of the reptilians have been kind of overwhelming on other species. Their horses are like, we're tired of those reptilians. Something around those lines. they're not meaning to be harsh or anything, but just sort of just, stop picking on everybody, basically. So that's basically it. Not to judge or anything like that. But I do see a horse being with you, a brown one. There's different colors, but I'm seeing the stallion type of horse around you. So
it's funny they're never leaving. But
oh, those are your. That's your. Yeah, those are your bros, basically. There's a whole bunch of them, but one is that a stallion has been around you, like a galactic boyfriend, if you want to call it that, or something along those lines.
Yeah, nice.
It's showing also a bridge. You're building a bridge, but they're not saying where. It's a secret place for here. It's a bridge.
I've known about a bridge for a long time. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is. Yes, it's not for everyone to hear, but yes, it is. Progress is
Thank
going
you.
well. Yes, you're welcome.
Much love.
That's all.
Okay, next up is David A. And his first question,
Yes.
have I gone anywhere unusual in astral?
We've been going to other universes from what I'm seeing. You were going to a universe where there's a lot of, yes, robots, beings putting themselves together, giant ones, like you see in your films, very giant, just Archon-like beings, but not of the negative. There are different types, but there are Archon ones there. Some of them came from there to here, to show their message, basically. But yes, a AI robotic universe you go to often. It's one you find very fascinating. It's one you've been countless lifetimes. And some of that is trickled into this universe. And there are parts of this universe where there are areas that are like that. So you must, and there's a feline type of robotic energies also from what we're seeing. So this has been a project of yours, been kind of quiet from what we are seeing. It does go through Orion. You go through Orion, you can end up into this universe. You can call it the Trident universe, like the gum. That's not really what they call it, but Trident is a word to use that has a vibration that can connect you to that universe. There's much going there, but a lot of AI. It is positive. It has a little bit of everything. That is our message at this time.
Okay, David's second question, any galactic updates?
Yes, interesting enough, we do see you, yes, putting a crown on top of Reptilian's head as you are part of what we are seeing an induction of a Reptilian, a headmaster, you say of the Draconians from what we are seeing. You were there to choose who was the right one to lead this pack, because many guests would have one bad seed after the other. So you are very much a part of it. I don't believe you are reptilian involved with this, but I do see you as humanoid. But you're very much involved with this choice of this being have a crown and becoming king of the Draconians. Is a positive Draconian race. It is in the Draco system from what we are seeing. Yes, I do see an aspect of you actually more clear as a Zeta being. One is very telepathic, but one can also talk with its mouth also. You can be heard. It's not all telepathic. You're a Zeta, a very advanced Zeta from what I'm seeing. That is the message at this time.
Okay, thank you. Next up is Mary.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes.
Greetings. First question, any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, a message from Yeshua has been assisting with your energy field. It also says you're very connected to Venus. Venus is like your second home. At least recently, it's been a place that you go to for healing. Your family is from there also. It is a lot of healing chambers. There is a place you go for relaxation. You go to other places in astral, but this seems like that is a place you go to recently. And also you go there to clear out matters. If there's a family matter going on, an issue, you go to Venus and settle it out, figure it out. So You can always connect to, if there's a problem in the family going on. I know it sounds a little bit strange, but you can connect to the Venus energies of how to resolve it. Of course, you can connect to your angels also, but you'd be surprised.
Okay, and question number 2.
Yes.
Any other messages from anybody else?
Well, I'm seeing water skiing. Something that doesn't say you have to go out and water ski, but it does seem like you have another aspect out there that is water skiing from what I'm seeing. I know it sounds kind of humorous.
Right.
Yes, I believe it's another aspect that has been connecting to you recently. One that's very athletic and moves around a lot. And you can most likely see this in your meditations. But you're bringing, this one is very active, but very nervous around individuals. So you're learning from each other, basically. So you're learning different. She's learning from you. You're learning from her. So most likely you'll be able to see this in your meditations. And the reason it's coming up, because they do say you can become more aware of your surroundings, other dimensional Earths, because you'd be surprised where you're getting assistance from. It's not just your guides; it's other versions of you also.
Yes. Okay.
And that will help you with definitely family, because sometimes a family member will say something. It's like, I don't believe. It's like, that's not like you. Most likely, it's another version of them that's kind of interfering in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Much love.
Okay, next up is Peter.
Yes.
Hello, Atlas.
Yes.
Much love for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sometimes I've been talking to beings and or entities, and I show true wisdom, and they're rather surprised. I'm curious to where that comes from, and how I connect to it, or is that?
Well, you're always connecting to it. Well, yes, you are a. One moment. They're surprised that you're this awakened. That is what is going on. It does seem like you have an opening in your chakra, your crown chakra, where your information from the divine, you can say, is coming. You've known this for some time. That comes to you very easily, where others are very. This is part of your path. So you're made like this from what we are seeing. But you're also here to teach them. There's nothing to worry about here. Some are like humans, like, oh, I know how humans are. But when they connect to you, it's like, wait a minute, this is a little bit different. So.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Well, we see that you're doing much more, obviously, like everyone here. Yours is very much a communicator here for this earth. So you might connect to other beings that find this world very backward. You're there to calm a lot of their nerves down when they connect to humans. So you're just basically helping them connect to other humans, basically. Not to say others here are not doing it either. I believe many of you here are doing the same thing. But Peter here has a different role, interesting.
It's quite interesting. Any messages from anyone, whatever's important. Even you.
Well, you see a dragon being from Orion. There is many dragon energies in Orion that are. Some of them are pure white. Some of them are dream catchers. They come through the dreams of humans on your planet to raise their vibrations. They can also come through very clearly for healing. They come to children because they remember them, but even adults they come to also. But many are just saying, oh, when you open up your mind more of this will come through. But the reason I'm seeing the dragons is I see you very connected to them. As a humanoid, though, you've had dragon lifetimes. Hopefully, as a humanoid, at this time, you are sending dragons to different places from what I'm seeing. They're not saying the name of their dragons. So.
Yeah, I see them slightly in my third eye sometimes. Thank you, Atlas. Much love.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go on to Kingsley. And Kingsley's first question, do I have any messages?
Yes, 1 second. 1 moment. Oh, I see a presence, a reptilian presence around him. Only that they are, I believe, assisting him and his. They are curious of his transformation at this time. As for Orion, I see a lot of that around you. Actually, you are connecting to a lot of Orion with your guides. Your guides are actually very connected to Orion more than you might realize. But there are, just say, take your time, basically. You are doing well, but just go at the pace that you feel right. If sometimes days you want to work on this very hard, there's nothing wrong with that. Or days you want to take a break and just work a little bit less, there's nothing wrong with that either. Well, either way, we do say you will reach your goals. It will take some time, but you are following the path that you are choosing. Also, to be able to start seeing timelines more clearly, I believe you have an idea of that. Most likely, more will start coming through. Good day.
Okay, Kingsley's second question.
Yes.
Sorry, could you hear me?
No. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Second question for Kingsley. Any tips on how I can interact with higher dimensional beings telepathically?
One moment. I have to connect to your vibrations. Well, what we are here is to go through your spirit guides. You can go through your angels. It seems like your spirit guides are the best place to go. Ask your guides to come through to assist you with your telepathic connections. But most likely you'll hear a lot from them. You'll see a filter coming from your aliens to your guides to you. That is what we are seeing. So we recommend connecting to your guides to do your telepathicness. You most likely will see different beings, different councils. We recommend this for others also. You can use your guides also to, you want to astral travel, just connect to your guides and have them assist you in your astral travels. You'd be surprised. They'll bring it all to you. Instead of just feel like you have to go to astral and you have to go there, you'd be surprised how helpful they are. You just have to ask, basically. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what kind of world you'll see also. Some very unique. Let's put it that way. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Christy. First question, what message does my medicine man aspect have to share with me about my life path?
Yes. One moment to connect. Well, your life path, yes, has many. All of this was designed before your incarnation. You actually had an incarnation, several incarnations before this, and you saw what you're getting into here. You had several incarnations. I'm seeing 5 before this one. That you were, even in those lifetimes, you were placing certain situations into this life as you're setting it up. So it took time, as it does. Some take one lifetime to set up a lifetime. I know it sounds anyway, but with you, you had to think about it for a while. It's not something you jumped right into. Some just jump right in. As you can tell, you can kind of tell that, can't you? You can see that. But with you took your time. And because you're not sure if you want to experience certain events or not. And some just jump in and experience, like, what was I thinking? Because they didn't think it out very long. So yes, everything is put into place as you want it, but it all has a reason behind it, of course. But there's a deep meaning behind everything, especially with your incarnation. Thank you.
Okay, Christy, second question. I'm missing my star ancestors. What is their message to help me in this life?
See yourself more as a leader, a one of messages. There are messages that come to you, but not always heard. that will change over time. Right now, you're still learning your path. But I believe when the messages start coming to you, you're already giving out messages, but I believe there'll be many more. I believe that become more than just a daily event. Because you'll be able, yes, to draw them. You're already doing that. But I do see stronger messages coming through. Because I believe that's a major part of your path, what we are seeing. And of course, communicate with friends and family, that is very powerful also. But messages definitely will change your life direction in a positive way from what we are seeing. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Terrence.
Greetings, Atlas.
Yes.
Yeah, so this morning, probably like around 2 or 4 a.m., not really sure the exact time, I felt something like run in my room, kind of like if someone runs by you like really close and you can hear and feel the wind. And like as it like turned around my bed, I opened up my eyes and I seen like a black figure, and as it like made its way around my bed towards me, it like slowed down and then it just disappeared. Can you tell me like what that was?
One moment. What we are seeing was a moment. Yes, this one's kind of keeping his energy down. 1 second. It does seem like of a reptilian energy, but very humanoid. And he's a shadow being, basically. You've heard of the shadow people, but reptilians are actually seen as shadow people. I believe there's I don't kind of connect to it at this time, but either way, it's in your folklore. It has a certain name, but I'm not connected to it right now. But yes, it's a shadow being. Happens basically. What happened? I believe he says change is on the way. It's just a way to get you attention, but he's not saying exactly what that change is. I believe you will discover it. I believe it's in your timeline, but I'm not getting a full indication of that. I'm also getting a name of the being, Benedict. I know it sounds like a reptilian name, but that's the name he wants to be called. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My second question, is there any messages for me?
Yes, it also, this goes into, you most likely start to feel vortexes around you. You'll feel very fragile. I believe that being that came through a vortex that you created, from what I'm seeing. So you are testing things out. That is what I'm being told. You're not fully aware of it, but I believe you're going to start becoming more aware of it. Also, you will start to most likely see a feline race around you more clearly at times. Not always, as you become more spiritually connected. There's a part of you that has to be a part of the third density, but I see another part of you opening up to more of the fourth. Is because there's messages there, is just they have their purpose behind it. Basically, your galactic family, or well, like here we are, they'll just show themselves for a little bit and then they'll go. So from what I'm seeing, you might feel a few beings around you. You might not be able to see them, but there's possibility you will. So it does seem like you're changing your energy field at this moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Emmy.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
I would first like to ask a question on behalf of another member. His name is Omran, and he says that he's very confused and doesn't know what to do. Does the one who had plans with him still want to continue his plans, or does she want to leave?
I think she wants to continue her plans, but she's not really clear of where she wants. I think she wants to continue on from what I'm seeing. But it's part of her that is kind of hesitant, but I believe she wants to continue on from what I am seeing. Now, this might change. I do see this still wants to continue on, though.
And he asked, second question, is there any messages from Archangel Michael regarding my love relationship? Does my girlfriend still want to be with me or not? It seems like she doesn't care.
Well, once again, I believe it's a yes. She does want to be with you. It's just she's going through a lot of personal problems that she's not being very clear of. She's going through a lot of personal situations she does not fully understanding either from what we are seeing. So the reason she's not really with herself right now. She's not really with it. But I believe once you connect to this, you will see it. So, because she has not fully gone off from what we are seeing, she's still there. So I believe she's going to stay from what I'm seeing, but you can connect to what's bothering her. Hopefully more quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And my question
Yes.
is, I've been going through a lot of emotional ups and downs, and then there's a emotional situation with a guy here locally. His name's Hector, that I'm trying to get past emotionally, but it's difficult. Do you have any messages regarding that?
Oh yes, this is a reptilian incarnation you've had. You've had many humanoid lifetimes of this one also. I believe he also died in your arms in another incarnation from what I'm seeing. That's another reason why you had trouble letting him go. I don't believe that you had anything to do with it. I believe it was because of disease from what I'm seeing. It had religious energies around that also. I believe it was in England from what I'm seeing. Others might see something else, but I'm seeing England at this time. I believe they were there, at least. Let's put it that way. It was English people were there. But this connection here, yes, this is required a healing. I believe once you see that, you'll be able to clear what's going on. Because you have a long lineage with that one from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Very long. Very long.
Very long? Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to have to find an adequate healer.
Yes, it is very long. It is long. Because I believe you connected quite easily from what I'm seeing.
Yes. There's been chemistry, but it's always been kind of like weird.
It's not necessarily for this incarnation, but either way.
And on to lighter things, what are my connections with you, Atlas?
Yes, you're part of, Orion Council. You have many incarnations of peacetime. So yes, most likely you have connected to my energies at one time. I am, you can call it like a shaman of Orion, and there's many shamans. But not one that's very active, just more one that just kind of talks a lot. Gives our opinion. We're not really very active in a lot of things. You see a bunch of cardboard cutouts standing around a table, basically. That's Orion Council for you. So, but we live through others. We have other aspects. Many of us have to be dull in some regard. Because someone has to be, because sometimes you get too excited and too much the adventure, it's hard to get advice from someone like that. So we're basically advice givers, basically, if you want to look at that.
That sounds accurate.
Yes, of course we do live a little, but not as some do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Blessings.
Okay, Daniel.
Hello, greetings.
Yes.
Hi, blessings to you.
Yes.
My first question is about some of these reptilian energies that have been trying to get me off my path, so to speak. I want to understand in what ways are they both successful and unsuccessful in doing so.
Well, it does seem like a part of you is connecting to your darker side to some degree. They're trying to get your darker side to take over you. I believe you have some idea of that. They're not going to be successful, but they're playing with a side of you that they feel that a vulnerability, basically. They go into your dream state. They go in, they're just trying to bring back the old you, basically. I think you have an idea where I'm going with that. Just the old you, just the old buddy gang ward in some regard. I think you understand.
Kind of.
Well, they're trying to bring out, they're trying to turn you back to their side, basically. A lower vibration side.
Yeah, I felt like that lower vibration around me at times. And it's just like, why am I acting this way? It's so weird.
Well, yeah, it is like you left the gang a long time ago. They're trying to initiate you, bring you back. So, but also you left the door within yourselves. It's like, you are my friends. I'm not going to let you go. So like, I'm not just going to just shut you guys out. So you're warning a lot from them. I know it's very difficult at this time, but you are learning quite a bit from what I'm seeing.
I see.
Hopefully that's helpful.
Thank you for that. Kinda, yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
My second question is, I notice sometimes during my meditations, I sometimes have an intention, like, okay, I want this kind of information or this specific entity to show themselves in some way. But whenever I do that, it's like it doesn't happen, and then something else comes through instead, or it doesn't come through at all. Can you tell me more about why that happens?
One moment. Yes, I have to connect to this a little bit. One moment. It does seem like you're being blocked. I believe you're already aware of blockages that are going on at this time. So when you're putting your intentions out, other beings feel like you're talking to them instead. So to clear this, I believe it's an Anunnaki blockage from what I'm seeing. One moment. It is part of a nature vortex that is kind of like one moment. Kind of like the jungles of astral. Part of that is connecting to you, and this is why you're not always getting your clear connection, if that makes sense. There's a lot of blockages there that you're connected to at this time. That's another reason why these beings are coming through also, the ones that are not so friendly. That is what I'm saying.
Part of that doesn't quite make sense to me, though. I don't know if you can clarify.
One moment. Basically, the beings that are around you are pushing away you put out this intention. There are certain beings that are pushing away what you wish you connect to, basically. And they're coming from that lower part of astral doing this. Hopefully that makes sense. They are clearing a lot. They're not helping more the message that you want to, because some of it has to do with the family energy that you're around also, from what I'm seeing.
I see.
It's causing some blockages through them also. It's like a forest you're living in right now, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And in that forest, there's a little bit of everything. But this part of astral, you can send a healing energy to. You'd be surprised how much you will see, how in depth, how far it goes.
I see. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Liz, and her first question. I'm feeling very sleepy again. Am I under attack or just working more on the 4D?
I believe just working more on the 4D. I do not see any attacks, but what you're doing in 4D is very intense at this time. I do see you connecting to the Orion Council for assistance, as the Orion Council we have our own place here on your planet. I believe you are aware of that. And it is a place of much discussion is going on at this time. It is very, very tiring what's happening on your planet. Many beings are being very frustrated at this time. Because they do hope a betterment of your world. There is a lot of activity in your fourth dimension that's causing a lot of beings not to lose hope, but they're feeling very tired out recently. Not to say they haven't been in the past, but it is a turning point your Earth is going through, also a major one, as you are aware. That is the message at this time.
Okay, second question for Liz. Are there any messages for me?
You are connected to Archangel Michael's energy recently. Because of what's going on around you. I believe it's connected to family also. A lot of family energies is going around that's causing you to not always think clear. You're connected to them in astral. It's causing a lot of downtime also for sleep. Because your family activity in astral is very heavy recently. And yes, that's another reason of your tiredness. But your family, a lot of them are getting out of line in astral, and assisting them the best you can. Some of them are getting more detached from their human life, where when they come back, it's very difficult for them to reconnect to their body. Some of them are trying to let go. I believe you know of this. So, blessings.
Okay, next up is Lucy.
Hello, Atlas.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hi. A couple of weeks ago, Archangel Michael said I'd be working on a big project with him and be very busy. And I would like to know if you could shed some light on this. What have I been doing in astral?
I can connect to what I'm allowed to see. I'm just seeing a lot of felines around this project at this time. I believe they're connected to this world, Orion also, and we're of many felines from a lot of feline energies or alien energies you are assisting here on this planet. Many felines are having difficulties with humans at this time. Basically, you're assisting them to connect with humans in a positive way. There's much more going on, but basically, alien and human is not always getting along, even in your fourth density. If your human's not aware, they are, part of them is aware. And many of them are rejecting the alien energies here. Basically, the felines are assisting, and many humans are pushing that assistance away. As you can see, because they're bringing in all this negativity. Your consciousness is aware. Yes.
The feline race, or my two feline? My one is I call her my familiar.
Oh, this is the race. The feline race.
Right. Okay. My second question is about healing, and I'm not receiving what I thought I would receive in the way of healing here in our regular doctors.
Yes.
And I recently read about Metatron's prism of light.
Yes.
That Prime Creator it holds every color, and it's like an ashram of light, and you can go in it and it heals you or your codes. Or I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about this and how I can benefit from this. Get healing.
Oh yes, it should open up your chakras more. Most likely, if you visualize, you see writings on the wall. Also, you can touch them if you wish to bring you healing. Also, you can touch it and touch your third eye. There'll be writings. If you visualize it, you'll see a writing on the wall. Basically, you just touch it. Most likely, it'll light up, and you can touch your third eye. You'd be surprised at bringing healing to you.
You mean that's when you're inside the prism?
Yes.
And you just you call on Metatron to take you there, or do you just visualize?
You can ask him to take you there. I believe that would be most appropriate. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
And nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Colin, and Colin's first question is here. It seems like I'm involved in a twin soul romantic relationship. At this point, it's difficult, and I'm wondering if you can offer insight into my relationship dynamics at this time.
Well, it does seem like your twin soul, you're becoming more aware of how connected your souls are. It is worth it's both of you are allowing each other to connect in this way. You might start seeing the world from her point of view. She'll see it from your point of view, and you just start to see things more through each other. This is connecting a stronger bond from what I am seeing, at least. I'm just seeing you made a contract also that you feel like you're ready to connect more. So you most likely will just start to blend in with this person more strongly. It is like you're turning into a rock in some regard. Two sides of a rock, basically, is from what I'm seeing. It does seem like in astral you've made this agreement, but also in other dimensions. So this has been something you've been talking about for some time, from what I'm seeing. That is the message.
Okay. So next up for Colin, his second question. Are there any messages from my higher self?
Yes, there's many contracts you have signed, and you'll start to see different elements happen. I do see you connecting to nature in a different way when the time is right. When the time is right, it is not time yet, but I believe your nature connection will, well, possibly it will be sooner than that then. It is all up to you, but I believe your connection to nature, I do see a blending of energies there also. One moment. And also in nature, most likely you will see an alien presence. Where do you think much of their vibration comes from? They get energy from nature. So if you connect to nature, go to a park and connect, most likely you'll start to see alien beings there. You might not fully see them, but you will see them through. You'll know that they are there, because that's where they go to get re-energized. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Sheena.
Yes, greetings.
Just a little low.
Yes.
If I speak louder, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't know it was my turn. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have been moving now, but that was very, very difficult because I didn't have the money. So, but I managed to do that anyway. I did something that I had to gamble to get my money, and I made the money for the apartment. So I gathered $10,000. So, but that cost me blood, sweat, and tears. Who did try to stop me from doing this? I mean, move.
Oh, there's many beings that try to stop you from moving. One moment. Basically, yes, lower astral beings. One moment. Obviously. One moment. They're not identifying themselves very quickly. I see more shadow beings that are being controlled by alien entities. They're not doing it. It's mostly like war energies are being controlled by reptilians, from what I'm seeing, but they're being very careful to hide their vibrations, from what I'm seeing. I only see like 2 beings that are doing this, though. But they're trying to hide their tracks, from what I'm picking up on.
Okay. So I can go after them.
Yes. Yes, I'm getting the name Maywalk. Maywalk is a reptilian. He doesn't care if you know his name. He does look like he's blowing fire out of his mouth. Not really, but in some cases he is, I guess. Like a fire-breathing reptilian in some regard.
More like a dragon.
Something like that, but he's more reptilian. Of course, dragons are reptilian, but anyway.
Thank you for that. Is there any message for me from anyone?
Well, yes, your angels at this time are protecting you in this transition. You have left your old life, as you can see, but more, yes, to be struggles, but you knew it, but it was a time for you to let go of the old and go into a new reality. I believe much success will come through this also. You will just see your luck is changing, as you can see. I believe it will continue to. It will continue on that route from what we are seeing. Yes, it will not be easy all the time, but not to say it's been easy. But I believe your luck has changed drastically. That is the message.
Thank you so much. Love you. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Humberto.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Okay. My first question is, I remember hearing Bashar say something. I'm sorry. I remember hearing Bashar say something like that females' menstrual cycles occur due to very profound subconscious beliefs and that they do not have to happen. I wanted to know how a female could choose not to have their period.
Well, it has a lot. Yes, because they're conditioned by third density vibration that this must be part of their cycle. You connect to a fourth density vibration, which takes a lot to release that mindset. You can heal. It has to do with healing the body, basically. Pretty much like what Yeshua connected to. Healing the body, basically, is what he's talking about. And you will start to feel this as you connect more to a fourth density vibration, as you go into that field. But even third density is very difficult, because the programming there, as you're aware, it programs you, your mind, and your body. So, but you can change that, but it takes a lot of discipline, as you can see.
Okay. My second question is, can you please ask for guidance to the friendly reptilian incarnation I had, or from the collective of that race, about healing the blocks blocking my healing abilities that I got from that life?
Yes, one moment. Well, one way to go about it is the Orion Council has reptilians. You can connect to positive reptilians. You connect to your positive reptilian aspect. If you wish to go in that direction, it is up to you. Just call on the reptilians from Orion, the positive vibrations from the council. And you can go through their energy, through your meditation. See, they can just walk you to the positive side of your incarnation to clear out what has caused a lot of blockages. Yes, there's a blockage after blockage from what I'm seeing. One moment. It's many lifetimes there, but it does not mean it cannot be removed. It takes discipline on you to believe it can be removed also. There's some blockages of, yeah, you have a limitation that's keeping you from understanding that you can clear it. Yes, I would work through your third eye first, and then work through your rest. Like through your meditation, look through your third eye, ask for assistance, and ask for a clearing. That's what I recommend.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay, next up is Stephen.
Yes. Greetings. Yes.
Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Thank you. Hey, just much love to you. I was just wondering if I could know. I know a little bit about my Orion self. I just have a connection, a pretty deep connection with the Orion energies, and I just wonder if I can know more about my role in the Orion system and connections with you.
Yes, your connection to the Orion. Yes, a lot of it was quite serious. A lot of it was quite humorous, but also where you can move. I know you're going to sound strange, but move universes around. It does happen. You're very much involved with that. In some ways, it was to keep lower vibrational beings out of certain universes. It does happen, and Orion has had a connection to other universes. In that case, this one had to be moved slightly. I know it sounds, for humans, like, what are you talking about? But either way, I'm going to put it out there. But also, your connection is very much with the council on doing so, because you have no choice. It's like the last thing you want to do is lock beings out, but some of them are being not so friendly at this time. We already have enough to deal with as it is, but certain beings cannot enter because the universe itself is at a high vibration where they cannot come in. I know it sounds a little bit strange, but either way, as you connect more, you will understand. It has its purpose. The last thing you want to do is lock anyone out, but when they're causing ruckus everywhere, it's like it's not helping anyone anymore. So you've had canine incarnations, and Orion, you've had several. As a fish being, you've had several, and Orion also. Quite humorous. Those are the funny ones of the fish. You'd be surprised. Fish can be quite humorous. In this dimension, it's kind of difficult to have a funny fish, but you'd be surprised. If you go to the ocean, you might hear a joker here if you connect to that. Blessings.
Thank you. Yeah, because the fish being like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, the one that says he's a Orion. Yeah, I've seen that connect. He's like a fish being. I really connect with that. Now, second. Thank you. Second question, really quick, is just any messages from my galactic family. Need to know at this time. Some unknown, maybe something, crazy. Thank you.
Yes, one moment. One moment. As you're aware, your father is protecting you quite often. It does seem like you're actually more connected to the mantis than you might realize. I believe you have many ideas of your mantis connections. But also they have a lot of... One moment. Some of the mantis feel like they've been ignored by humans on this planet as they wish to interact with them. And you are part of that interaction. They're working through you to connect to humans. Even some of your languages are mantis. So it's helping them get their voice out. You'd be surprised how eager they are to be a part of humanity. They want it very badly. So, in this, your languages through mantis does help, but also I see you start feeling more mantis energies. As for maybe even receiving their messages, I believe so. At least that's what I see. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Bianca, and her first question is for you. What do you find personally funny besides humans?
Well, how reptilians are trying to get along with humans, but reptilians aren't being very kind to humans. So it's like, I want to trip you, but then I want to be your friend type of thing. And more than that, and sit on top of you while I'm at it, and still be your friend. It's like, I'm just doing this for the best for you. So I know that's kind of a weird humor, but we also see it is humorous how. One moment. Well, I don't know. I'm going to add humans to this anyway. How disconnected humans are from their sun, because you'd be surprised. Well, let's just leave the human part out of it, but most races connect to their sun very strongly. Very just to re-energize themselves, to just be more... It's like, if I need to answer, I connect to the sun. If I need to rejuvenate myself, I connect to the sun. Some do that, but not fully. So that is humorous to us, how beings disconnect from that. I don't know if that's humorous or not, but that is the humor, at least for us at this time. Our humor is a little weird. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Bianca's second question. Are there any funny messages for me or any messages at all? Thank you.
Oh, yes. One moment. All I'm seeing right now is like a reptilian baby around you that's just, yes, cracking jokes and just trying to, not rule the roost or anything like that, but just wants to be seen by everybody. Humans, like a baby appeared to you, and you just go out there every day with a reptilian baby basically and freaking everybody out. But they're not trying to be trying to be mean, but anyway. That is what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if that's humorous, but I believe it is. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Pete. And Pete's first question. I'm feeling a little bit odd lately, and my energy is feeling that I'm not acting like myself. Can you shine some light into this?
Well, yes, a lot of this is, you're changing spiritually from what I'm seeing. Many beings are making it difficult. So, one moment. I do see connecting to Yeshua as an assistant, but also connecting to Archangel Michael's energy, whoever you feel close to. But it does seem like some of the beings around you, I'm seeing actually family causing some of this. I believe it's an astral. Somewhere it's like, come back to be like us. And it's like, no, I don't want to. So you're going through kind of a struggle there. Because they see that you're changing. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Pete. Early in the morning, I woke up and did my meditations, and I felt odd in a way. Any confirmations and messages on this?
Yes, your galactic family is going through some unsettledness. Your alien family is going through some unsettledness at this time. All I'm seeing is a desert, Sahara Desert. You're very connected to Africa, so I believe that is one place you've been going to recently, as you have a lot of ancestors there. And also a lot of animals are being abused there. I believe you're aware that's part of your connection there. You want nothing to do with that. So a lot of this is coming from that. You might not be very connected to astral here in your third density, but if you go into a meditation, most likely you'll start to see it. We have a very, as you can tell, humanity began in, well, part of it started in Africa, however you want to word that. So you're very connected. Many incarnations there. We also just feel like that is your home, one of them at least. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Carrie with a C. I had a reading today and was told there are tall beings around me. Who are they and what are they doing?
All I'm getting from that is Nordic beings. I believe they are alien Nordic. The tall blondes. I believe so, from what I'm connecting to. They're kind of... One moment. I got the names Derek and Simon. And they're your galactic friends. It might take you some time to get used to them, but they are... And they do show themselves as a feline. They've had feline incarnations. One just changed his face, to let you know. So they're like brothers to you, is what I'm saying. So I believe they're just here for assistance. There is change coming. It's a slow change, but it's on its way. Blessings.
Okay, Carrie would also like to know if there's any messages from their higher self.
Well, yes, your higher self says, yes, like a spiritual coming out party. Basically, there are some bars of limitation around you, a little bit. They say a lot of that's going to start coming down. They also say you are very connected to the gypsies. You've had a lot of gypsy lifetimes. I'm not sure if you're feeling that now, but I am definitely seeing gypsy-like lifetime. Not the type where you're stealing things from people. I do not see that. But I do see the gypsy energies very strongly. Yes, I believe Spain, but there are other places. Spain is a very strong energy around you at this time. So that's something you can connect with to help open up your abilities. Blessings.
Okay, Atlas, thank you so much. That's it for questions for tonight.
Yes, thank you. Blessings to you all, and good day. All right, thank you.
Stephen's going to lead us in a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, blessings, everyone. Thank you for tonight, and next one is on Thursday. All right, much love.
Thank you, Ivan.
Welcome.